I'd like to say welcome back, everyone, and I am very excited for today's collaboration video. You guys, we have been waiting forever to do this collaboration. I feel like we've been at it for almost a month, and we had to keep pushing it back for various reasons, but that's okay because we eventually got it done and we did our thing, and I am very proud of both of us. I've had a lot of fun watching my nail sister Rose 318 grow over the last few months, especially her nail game has stepped up. She's been doing a lot of really cool things on her channel, so I'd appreciate it if you go and check her out and subscribe to her as well. She is a nail sister of mine, and I was really excited to do this collaboration because I feel like no matter what I do, whatever she does, like, we have similar things in mind all the time. Like, we might not do the same sets or the same designs, but she'll be like, okay, I'm gonna, she'll post a video of doing foil, and then she'll do a premiere of using butterfly stickers, and it's so crazy because I'll already have a video recorded. I just don't have it edited and posted, and we just have I feel like we're nail soul sisters. Like, seriously, like every time I have an idea or she has an idea, we literally almost post the same exact thing. So we decided to go with ice cream as our theme for this collaboration, and this is only my second collaboration on my channel in general, and so I decided I was going to go with a banana split, and I was going to use this carving gel that I have. I love going all out for collaborations. I just think that they are really fun, and so I just decided that 3D work was what I wanted to do for this set. And I also want to talk about how I got a new phone. So I'm using a new camera, and I was recording everything in like high definition. But it was like super high definition, and I didn't understand that I was doing that, which makes sense why the files were so big. So as I was adding the files to this video to edit, it wasn't very fun because it kept saying that my phone storage was too low. It's taking up a bunch of space to add the videos to this, or the file was too large to add the video to my editing software. And I was like, what is going on? So I went in and I changed my camera settings. So my next video might not have great resolution, but it'll still be pretty good. But overall, I do like the phone and the camera. I had to get a new phone so that both of my older kids could have a phone to take to school, since one is in elementary and the other one is in middle school this year. They're a year apart, but we have those years where they have to be at different schools. Unfortunately, they kind of like to stick together, but it is what it is. So that was part of it. So I actually had to edit this video in like 4 different steps and chop up each video that I recorded, and then save that as an MP4 and put it back in my editing software all together and save this video all together. Like, it was a lot of steps and it took me quite a while to edit this video, but I really hope you guys enjoy this. This is my first time really doing an all 3D set. It was a lot of work, but I had so much fun. I love 3D artwork on nails, and since I don't use acrylic, I was like, let's go ahead and check out this carving gel. Like, I haven't used it in a while. It is really like the texture of putty. Sometimes the colors are very sticky and sometimes they're not. For this particular brown color for the chocolate ice cream, I did have to hand mix the color. So I wasn't able to, like, the brown that comes in the set is really, really dark, and I wanted it to be lighter, like actually represent chocolate ice cream. So I did the best I could to represent and make this ice cream look as realistic as possible. And at the end of the day, you can't even tell that these ice cream nails are a press-on. Like, it just looks like somebody made food, like a little food, what are those things called? Like, one of those little like mini food things. And yeah, these nails actually look delicious if you ask me, but of course we cannot eat the ice cream on these nails or eat the nails. Please do not do that. But again, I had so much fun doing this video, and I had so much fun doing this set. And so now as part of the editing process, I did have to leave out the part where I mixed all 3 colors that I used on the nail underneath. Sorry, not on the nail underneath. I took 3 colors that were a little bit darker, like regular red, the brown that I used on the pinky and mixed it with a little bit of black, and then the yellow is my nail matrix gel paint, and I mix them with base coat. So mixing them with base coat makes them like this natural jelly see-through looking color. And I thought the brown was almost going to be a little bit too dark, but it turned up perfect. So I have been trying to do things in more real time, and so therefore but I'm also trying to keep my videos shorter, so I do speed up through some of the things. And that's also another reason why I only show me doing things on the chocolate nail, because I feel like it had the most contrast and it was the easiest to see. But again, a lot of this I did have to skip for editing because of the I don't have a lot of space on my phone, and so I had to again do the whole entire editing process in sections. So it was a lot of fun, right? So then I decided that I did go in and actually use my nail matrix gel paint to paint the banana yellow again, just for a little more contrast. And then I thought it would be cool, just like a banana split, if the syrup ran down the banana and down the nail a little bit, just to make it more realistic. And then after this part, I was like, sure, like, why not add some whipped cream, because what is a banana split or an ice cream sundae without whipped cream? So I do show you how I make the whipped cream, and then I go through how I make the cherries. So as you can see, I did make sure that I kept the whipped cream high enough so if you were actually wearing this as a press-on set, then you would be able, like, it would not touch your skin and or the nail. It would be a little lifted up in the back, but from the top it looks like actual whipped cream. So I did put a little bit of base coat down to make sure that the cherry stuck. The white does tend to cure very dry, and so it's really hard to stick to itself or get other colors to stick to it, but putting a little base coat down was perfect. I did go ahead and make a little stem as well from the green. This green was perfect for the stem color. I was really having a hard time getting this green off of the metal, so I did go in with the wooden cuticle pusher instead of my tweezers, and decided to apply it that way. So with the base coat there, it actually did stick down in there pretty well and actually stayed there. It was a little flimsy, right, because it's really tiny and really small, but you can roll and move and maneuver this carving gel any way that you want, really. So after I'm done curing the stem, I do kind of hold it with my cuticle stick to make sure that it stands up a little bit, and then I flash cure it with, as you can see, my Madam Glam mini lamp, and then it stayed in place well enough for me to, now I don't know why I smacked this here in a second. Yeah, I was checking the durability of this stem, but I did go ahead and add a little bit on the end, just like if you would, like if someone picked a cherry off of the bush that it was, or the bushel that it was, like actually look like it just got freshly picked. And I don't know why I smacked it, but it is what it is. And that is how I did the cherry. Between each part and each layer, I did go ahead and do a full cure for 60 seconds just to make sure everything was good to go. And now we're going in with the other hand and what the other hand will look like in the rest of the design. So first, I did my drip nails. So I painted each of the nails the same yellow, pink, and brown that you saw at the beginning of the video. I did one of each color to match the other side, and then I go in and put my drips. So very strategically, I went in with the dotting tool, made my little dots where I wanted the drips to fall and end, and then I go in around the cuticle area with the design, or excuse me, with the where I want the drips to fall from, and make sure, like, you know, I just thought the drips would look really cute with ice cream. I was originally going to do the lips with cherry, and I was also going to do that in 3D, but I decided against that because I felt like the ice cream was already a lot of work, and I didn't want to go too over the top. I just wanted something that wasn't extremely plain and boring on the other side, but at the same time, I've never done drips before, so I was like, oh, that would be really neat, you know, just kind of look like glittery syrup, you know. We had to put a little shine in there, so I actually didn't use any bling today on this set, but I felt like the 3D work was already enough, and using like glitter polish was a different way to incorporate a little bit of that shine and that cuteness. So I did go ahead and do this. So again, I'm going to let you watch how I completed my drips on the chocolate nail, and then I will be back. So for the rest of the design, I thought, well, hey, you know, I haven't done an ombre in a while. So to finish out the design, let's go ahead and do an ombre with the 3 colors that I used. So first you'll see me put down 2 coats of this really off-white, or really pretty off-white Born Pretty polish. It is so pretty, and it's exactly the color that I needed. Just to kind of give the ice cream vibe. I also put a little bit more of this color, or the white color, on the vanilla ice cream, so that way it would make it look more realistic as well, and just kind of give it that pop of color, and it was perfect for that. And so I am using the sponge method. Now this method is pretty tedious. It can take a while. So I just apply all 3 colors, but in my opinion, it's the easiest way to do a multicolor ombre if you're using multicolor. Even if you're only doing a single color ombre, like one color over another. I really love the sponge method. Like, yes, does it kind of leave like little bumps all over the place? It does, but once you put your top coat over your ombre, those bumps tend to disappear. I don't know what the magic is with that, but it looks really cool. So you'll see me apply the first and the second coat of this on for the underlying color, and it just turned out so pretty. But I don't always put new polish on every single time I go in for an ombre. So in between each dab, so when I like this, so I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds, right? And then I'm going to go in again. So this is the second coat, or the second nail, sorry, the first, I want to say this is the second coat on the nail. And then I did that a couple of times. Again, I cure for 30 seconds between each one, and then I go in and I add more. So I just don't feel like it's necessary to add more. The sponge does soak up the gel polish, and it does get very saturated eventually. And the other thing I love about this method is that you can really control where or how much or how dark you want something in a certain spot. So like I can press more in the middle if I wanted the pink darker and the rest lighter. I could angle the sponge and press more towards the top and more towards the bottom if I like that. and or if I wanted that part darker. So it just gives you a lot of control, and it turns out really, really pretty if you ask me. So I like the sponge method, and I hope that you enjoy my tutorial of this part of the set. But then I was like, well, that's not enough. I still want to incorporate a little bit more sparkle. So of course I went the extra mile and I put more sparkle in the set. So what I did was I took the 3 glitter colors that I used for my drips, and I went ahead and did that as an ombre. And now I've never done this before either, so I was like, this will be interesting to see how glitter gel polishes work, right, with the over the ombre of the colors underneath. Now what the white did, the initial white layer, is it helped the colors pop, because I didn't want my nail to be super thick, and I didn't want to do a bunch of layers of the regular colors. But you can see that they turned out really, really pretty. And I'm loving the definition on this camera, because you can actually see the sparkle and the shimmer and the shine in everything that it holds. And of course, you know, I always have to smack it with my Nail Matrix top coat, because that is my favorite. You guys, I love this top coat. It is scratch resistant, it's HEMA free. It is amazing. Like, it is so amazing. So don't forget to use code NANE15 when you shop with the Nail Matrix, and save you some coins. It's really worth it. It's definitely worth checking out. If you don't purchase the trio, you should definitely do it. So here's what everything is looking like. I just want to give one more shout out to my nail sister Rose. Thank you so much for this collaboration opportunity. With that being said, I'd also like to thank you so much for being the best part of our channels. Go ahead and subscribe to both of us, like, comment, share. Please get our videos out there. And again, thank you so much for your time and tuning in today, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope that I'll see you in my next video.